share with us on this joyous occasion. Lord, guide us as we bring new journeys through life. Be with us as we face adulthood, encountering its many trials and tribulations. Give us the strength to cope with this joyful and sorrowful times, along with the wisdom to find solutions for them. Lord, guide the faculty, administrators, guests, and fellow classmates home safely. In your name we pray. Members of the board, Dr. Constanza, faculty, parents, and invited guests, I'd like to welcome you to the 1987 graduation ceremony. On behalf of the senior class, I invite you to share with us on this special moment. Kindergarten classroom. Each of us unaware of what lies ahead of us. But you were there many times when we didn't go to school, participate in certain activities, or do that forbidden homework, and given us that extra push, which has led us here with the success that we will receive tonight. Next, I'd like to thank the administrators and the faculty for teaching and guiding us towards this goal we will receive. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony.
Student Council President for the school year 1986-1987, and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you your platform guests for this evening. If the platform guests would please stand when their name is called, and if the audience would please hold all applause for all platform guests to introduce to you. We'll start off with our Board of Trustees. President, Dr. Wayne Simmons. Secretary, Barbara Lee. Member, Bob Fletcher. Member, Charles DuPont. Member, Gus Gonzalez. Member, Karen Jones. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Anthony B. Constanza. Principal of East Central High School, Ms. Ramona Ward. Our assistant principals, Jimmy Inman, Mary McMurray, and Larry Starnes. Curriculum Coordinator, Inez Spear. Physical Education Coordinator, Richard Valentino. Head Counselor, Karen Honeycutt. Counselor, Pat Brandt. Counselor Nellie Pittman. Vocational Counselor, George W. Salcha. Our top 10 ranking scholars, valedictorian, Travis Hurst. Salutatory, Heather Dietrich. Wendy Smith. Deanna Fox. David Reinhardt. Sharon Gold. Diane Hickens. Gary Stonish. Thomas James. Shannon Cooper. Senior class officers. President, Charles Albert. First Vice President, Lynette Strelzik. Second Vice President, Cynthia LaFuente. Secretary, Tina Garza. Treasurer, Cynthia Lindsay. Reporter, Christy Cordes. And soloist, Jackie Thomas.
Dr. Constanza, faculty, parents, and invited guests. Before presenting the 87 graduates, I would like to recognize some of the people that have been so significant in the 13 years as these students move through from kindergarten through high school. I would like the faculty and staff of East Central High School to please stand. And to you, the class of 87, I would say, you're survivors. You have survived House Bill 72, the added requirements for graduation, and for teams. You also survived 2 years of construction, where you saw a new cafeteria, a new band hall, new classrooms, renovation of the stadium, renovation of our gym. All of these you have borne, and you have had a wonderful attitude about it, knowing that many of them you would not get to occupy, but you were concerned about your fellow classmates, and I want you to see your tolerance of that construction as a legacy that you have left for them. In addition to that, survival in a new UIL competition league was also an indication of just what stuff you're made out of. You're also achievers. Amongst you are many members of the first sweepstakes band that we've had in over 15 years at East Central High School. From among you, there's a band who was selected to the All-State Jazz Band. The first group of students to have 2 national winners in the FFA Beat and poetry judging team. It was a state winner in journalism. 18 Baumberger Scholarship recipients sit amongst you. We have 2 basketball players who were selected from about the nation to participate in a tournament in Arizona. You were also the leaders in the Rowdy Bunch that gave our school such a reputation when we visited the other gymnasiums for basketball games. We had a state beta club president. And you all, there are many of you who are on all district and all-star basketball, volleyball, and football teams. In addition to that, you're also innovators. During the 4 years that you've been at East Central High School, you supported the introduction of additional advanced placement courses. There was a gifted and talented program introduced called the Honors Colloquiums, and you took part in that. You were involved in the first East Central Academic Decathlon team, and you did well. You also enrolled in the classes that we offered. Amongst those were French, calculus, computer science, and classes that were offered by tie-in. So you see, you have taken advantage and you have set the example for the underclassmen to follow. And as you leave East Central High School, I would challenge you to consider the advice given by Norman Vincent Peale in his new book, Power Up the Plus Factor. Dr. Peale said, you've got a life to live. It's short at best. It's a wonderful privilege. It's a terrific opportunity, and you've been equipped for it. Use your equipment. Give it all you've got. Love your neighbors. Be nice to him. Be kind to him. Trust God and work hard. And I would like to say to you, take your hoarded pride, take your education, take our love, and you can accomplish anything you set out to do.
her talent to our choir, serving it as vice president her sophomore year and president her junior and senior year. She has represented East Central in both the district and the regional choirs. This year, she received a first division in the UIL competition for solo and ensemble. In the area of athletics, Deanna has been a member of our girls volleyball team. She's worked with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and she has served our athletic program as a trainer for 2 years. In the area of school activities and peer popularity, all 4 years in high school, she has been elected by her classmates as class favorite. She was named sophomore lady to our homecoming, princess of homecoming in her junior year, and this year served as our homecoming queen. This spring, Deanna was crowned Miss East Central on Coronation Day. In the area of leadership, this year's outstanding girl was elected to serve her classmates as treasurer of the freshman class, vice president of the sophomore class, and president of her junior class. She has served the student body as representative to the student council for 4 years, during her sophomore year being recognized as the most outstanding girl on the student council. In the area of academics, she has studied in our honors courses and will be receiving her diploma as a cum laude graduate. This young lady once wrote, "My mother has influenced me to do the best I can in life." The class of 87's outstanding senior girl has indeed personified the spirit and ideals of East Central High School. She has met every challenge with a smile, has pursued every endeavor in a manner to motivate her classmates, and has met success with grace. Deanna Smiley, congratulations.
In his freshman year, he was the choir treasurer and a regional choir participant. He also was in the computer science club, of which he was the sergeant of arms. He was the winner of the Young Pegasus Poetry Contest and a member of the tennis team. In his sophomore year, he was a member of the National Forensic League and won second place in the Optimist Club speech contest. In his junior year, he was a UIL debate regional qualifier and a regional qualifier in persuasive extemporaneous speaking. He was also involved in science competition and computer math competition. In his senior year, he was chairperson of the PTSA Seatbelt and Youth Safety Committee. He won second place in prose interpretation at Southwest Texas University Speech Contest. This young man has been honored 3 times by the Society of Distinguished American High School Students. He plans to attend A&M University and major in computer science to pursue a career as a systems analyst. At this time, I give you our outstanding senior boy, Travis Hurst.
Special awards and students recipients of those. There's one lady who is on our platform that I would like to formally recognize and say to so many of you in the community who have benefited from her service that after 35 years of service in East Central High School, Ms. Nellie Pittman is retiring. I'd like to recognize Nellie. Would you please stand? The The salutatorian of the class of '87 is Heather Dietrich. She is the daughter of John and Verna Dietrich. Heather has a grade point average of 4.59. She was a military dependent and traveled about the world before she came to us in 7th grade. Entered Old Crest, I believe it was in about November or December of her 7th grade, and then she attended East Central High School for 4 years. This year, Heather has attended SAC for half day, thereby gaining credits both for high school and for college. She was a member of the National Honor Society, 4 years on the Honor Roll, 3 years a member of Student Council, member of Beta Club, member of Youth for Christ, ran track, was in the band, toured Europe with the San Antonio Youth Philharmonic Orchestra. And in spite of all these activities and that GPA, she has maintained summer jobs and has worked part-time all of this time. I present to you the salutatorian of the class of '87, Ms. Heather Dietrich.
I'm very honored to have the privilege of addressing my fellow students at this monumental occasion. This commencement is important not only because it signifies the completion of our education at East Central High School, but also because the ceremony is the last time we will all be gathered together as a class of 1987. Many things have changed since our first day as scared freshmen in a big high school. Even though we were the biggest class on campus then, it seemed like all the jokes were played on us. As we got older, we picked up a bit of this mischievousness that comes with not being new kids on campus. It was now our class spreading a rumor of the swimming pool above the gym, and we were the ones trying to con the freshmen into yelling mama at the person pep rally. But these activities, which once seemed cruel and demeaning to us, were all now acceptable since we were the young class. Even though we played our share of practical jokes, our class was always loyal when it came to showing class spirit or horn of pride. This evidence is in our efforts to win the coveted spirit stick and the match meet, which we won the Beauty and the Beast contest all 4 years. From these events and many more, we have warm and stored memories which we will refer to as the high school days. Even though we have had many good times, we cannot dwell on what is now in the past. We must look ahead and face our future in the real world. In the manner of the mantra, Don Quixote sang a song in which he said, to dream an impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to dare with unbearable sorrow, to remember the brave when we go, to rise.
Travis has attended East Central schools all of his life. For 13 years, he has been in our system. Kindergarten through 5 at John Glenn, 6 through 8 at Oak Crest Middle School, and then 9 through 12 at East Central High School. As Mr. Starnes and I were trying to decide what each would say about Travis, because there was so much to say and we were both going to have an opportunity, I tried to list some of the accomplishments that Mr. Starnes did not list when he talked to you of Travis as the outstanding senior boy. Travis was on the honor roll for 4 years. He was our Beta Club president. He was a member of the National Honor Society, winner in many, many PYL events. A member of the Student Council, he was the 1986 Outstanding Academic Achiever at East Central High School. He attended Boys State. He was a member of the Honors Colloquium. And he had time for music, tennis, writing poetry, and skateboarding. And you know, there's something that I just have to tell you about Travis. There's a real flaw in his character. This dear young man made a B once. He made a B in PE. That's the only B I found on his transcript. Mr. Travis Hurst.
Lately, we've all seen an abundance of tears shed by sorrowful seniors, teachers, and administrators. Everyone has been hugging everyone else and crying because they believe they've come to the end of the best 4 years of their lives. I began to think myself psychotic because I felt little remorse at the thought of leaving East Central. Well, I laid down on the family couch and started to rattle off my feelings to no one in particular. It was then I realized why I never cried at the thought of saying goodbye to my alma mater. That's because I'm not saying goodbye. These have been the best 4 years of my life, and they will remain with me for as long as I live. I don't see this commencement ceremony as a doleful ending, but as a wondrous beginning to something we have been preparing for 13 long years. We should all be joyful that we're being sent out into the world with the diversified background and experience this district has given us. Now, this past summer, I heard a cute little bedtime story that deals with our situation. It seems there was a cave in the side of the mountain where an old man lived. Now, this wasn't just any old man, but the wisest man in the world. People came from near and far to hear his advice, or just to ask him questions. He had never answered a question wrong or given bad advice. And one day, a mischievous little boy decided to fool the old man. He thought and finally came up with a way to deceive the wisest man in the world. The boy caught a bird and hid it within his cupped hands and went to find the old man. The boy came to the mouth of the cave and called out to the old man. As soon as he appeared, the boy asked, "What am I holding in my hands?" Now the old man could not see what the boy held, but it just so happened that the bird chirped at that time. "Why, you have a bird in your hand," replied the old man. "Very good," said the boy. "But tell me, old man, is it alive or dead?" The old man stood and thought. He knew that if he said the bird was alive, the boy would crush it between his hands and kill it. If he said the bird was dead, the boy would simply open his hands and let it fly free. After thinking some more, the old man finally said, "It is what you make of it." Seniors, you will be receiving your little bird within the next hour. This diploma means little in itself. You could probably Xerox someone else's and no one would know the difference. What matters is what you do with your bird, for you can only achieve what you strive to accomplish. This ceremony represents the final tying of the bow wrapped around the gift of your education. After tonight, we shall not be separated, but forever unified. We shall be the one and only class of 1987 from East Central High School. That will be with us for the rest of our lives. Our memories will be with us for the rest of our lives. We will be with us for the rest of our lives. We must now continue walking down the road of life. Stop and pause every now and then, but never look back. For the past is with us, and ahead lies the future. So if I do finally cry, it's not out of remorse, but simply in remembrance of all the special times when your smiles held me up high and would not let me fall. Thank you, and God bless you.
For graduation, Dr. Costanzo, the candidates for diplomas of the class of '87.
Mark, it is a privilege and an honor to accept the senior class of 1987. President Simmons, Board of Education, platform guests, teachers, parents, relatives, and friends. We're here tonight to witness the most significant achievement in the lives of these young people.
you to celebrate your success, your youth, your friends, your teachers, your family, administrators, and most of all, I want you to celebrate yourselves. Platform guests, parents, relatives, friends, faculty, and staff. And most of all, the 1987 bona fide you honored graduates. I appreciate the opportunity of being here tonight on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Tonight represents a high point in your lives, and I have special pride in recognizing you seniors tonight. You are the mirror reflection of this community. We have much to be proud of in East Central. I looked for a statistic that I could use, a simple, straightforward statistic that everyone might hear and understand. I found out that in Bayer County, 36% of the enrolling freshmen in high school never graduate. 36 out of 100 never graduate. In East Central, fewer than 4 out of 100 never graduate. That means that 96 to 97. 97 out of 100 entering freshmen in East Central graduate. We're doing something right in this community. We need to give a special thanks to all those teachers over those long 13 years who have generously and diligently given up their time, talents, and energies in passing and imparting knowledge to you seniors. We need to also applaud and thank the administrators for the wisdom of their decisions in leading this district. And that brings us to Dr. Constanzo for his leadership and direction of the district, which we can look back over the past 5 years and see dramatic evidence of this. And we also need to pay tribute to the parents and this community for the strength and the backing that this community has endeavored to provide for our student body. And finally, you seniors, you deserve recognition and congratulations for being the worthy recipients of this type of support that this community offers. Life has several phases. You have just passed through one of the most significant phases I think that any of us go through in life. 4 years ago, when you entered as freshmen, you were boys and girls. 4 years later, you have physical and mental development that makes you young adults, young men and young women. This unique experience has the effect of bonding you together as a group for the rest of your lives. What makes it special is the fact that you did it together. You did it as a class. Your class of 87, I think, typifies unity. You led us into the new district last year, a district that is renowned around the state of Texas for its toughness and competitive spirit in every dimension. You showed style in the way you did it. Mrs. Ward has already very graciously brought out some of the specific achievements that you made, so I'll not go through that. But I would like to take the privilege of reading a letter that the Board of Trustees received last fall during the football season. And this letter has special significance because it's from a person outside of our district, and it was written because they felt so strongly about this situation. And I quote the letter: "I apologize for waiting so long to write this note, but I still wanted to do it. My husband and I attended a football game at your school between Roosevelt and East Central. I came to one conclusion. Whether your students win or lose, they have something that I have seen nowhere else, and I have been going to games and activities for many years for high school. They have class. I was very impressed with everyone we came into contact with at your campus. When we came through the gates, the lady taking the tickets welcomed us and thanked us for coming to the game. Your school sign said, 'Welcome, Rough Riders.' Most schools would say something derogatory. After the game, as we were leaving the parking lot,
take the greatest of pride in everyone who represented him that evening. In years to come, I will root for you as you become a force to contend with in this district. Thanks. On a roll.
Kathy Lynn Barnett. Christina Dawn Bateman. Lamona Marie Bennett. A member of Beta Club, Lord Edward Brent. A recipient of the Basic Merit Scholarship at Texas Lutheran College and member of the National Honor Society, Charles Edward Brown, Jr. And a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club, Lori Michelle Campbell. The NSP Southern Methodist University Scholarship, the Professional